Hello everyone, I welcome you all back to my channel. Today we are going to do part second of Constitution, which talks about citizenship. Proceeding with the very first article of citizenship, that is Article 5, which talks about citizenship at the commencement of the Constitution. It says that at the commencement of this Constitution, every person who has his domicile in the territory of India and who was born in the territory of India, or either whose parents was born in territory of India, or who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India for not less than 5 years immediately preceding such commencement, shall be a citizen of India. By reading Article 5, it is very much clear that every person who has his domicile in the territory of India and fulfill any one of the conditions which are listed below shall be a citizen of India after the commencement of the Constitution. So those conditions are which should need to be fulfilled with having a domicile of India are either who has born in territory of India, or either whose parents was born in territory of India, or who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India for not less than 5 years. Then we have Article 6, which talks about rights of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan. It says that notwithstanding anything in Article 5, it means ignoring Article 5, a person who has migrated to the territory of India from the territory now included in Pakistan shall be deemed to be a citizen of India at the commencement of this Constitution if he or either of his parents or any of his grandparents was born in India as defined in the Government of India Act 1935, or as B says, if in the case where such person who has so migrated before the 19th day of July 1948, he has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India since the date of his migration, or in the case where such person has so migrated or after the 19th day of July 1948, he has been registered as a citizen of India by an officer appointed in that behalf by government of the Dominion of India on an application made by him, therefore, to such officer before the commencement of this Constitution in the form and manner prescribed by the government, provided that no person shall be so registered unless he has been resident in the territory of India for at least 6 months immediately preceding the date of application. By reading Article 6, we may consider or we may come to a conclusion that a person who has migrated to territory of India from Pakistan shall be a citizen of India if he or his parents or any of his grandparents was born in India as defined in Government Act 1935, or if he has been ordinarily resident in India before 19 July 1948 since the date of his migration, or if he had spent at least 6 months after he migrated to India and he has applied and got himself registered as a citizen of India. Article 7, which talks about rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. Notwithstanding anything in Article 5 and 6, a person who has, after the first day of March 1947, migrated from territory of India to territory now included in Pakistan, shall not be deemed to be a citizen, provided that nothing in this article shall apply to a person who, after having so migrated to the territory now included in Pakistan, has returned to the territory of India under a permit for resettlement or permanent return issued by or under the authority of any law, and every such person shall, for the purpose of Clause B of Article 6, be deemed to have been migrated to territory of India after the 19th day of July 1948. We may say that Article 7 says that a person who migrated to Pakistan after 1st of March 1947 but later returned to India, would have to spend at least 6 months after he migrated to India. He has to apply and get himself registered as a citizen of India. Moving next with our Article 8, which talks about rights of citizenship of certain persons of India origin residing outside India. Notwithstanding anything in Article 5, any person who, or either of whose parents, or any of whose grandparents was born in India as defined in Government of India Act 1935 and who is ordinarily residing in any country outside India as so defined shall be deemed to be a citizen of India if he has been registered as a citizen of India by a diplomatic or consular representative of India in the country where he is for the time being residing on an application made by him therefore to such diplomatic or consular representative, whether before or after the commencement of this constitution, in the form and manner prescribed by the Government of Dominion of India or the Government of India. Article 8 says that a person who is residing outside India will be considered as a citizen of India if he or his parents or either of his grandparents was born in undivided India. He has to get registered as a citizen of India by diplomatic or consular representative of India. Article 9 talks about persons voluntarily acquiring citizenship of a foreign state not to be citizens. It says that no person shall be a citizen of India by the virtue of Article 5 or be deemed to be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 6 or Article 8 if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. Article 9 makes it very clear that a person shall lose Indian citizenship if he has voluntarily acquired citizenship of any foreign state. Article 10 talks about continuance of the rights of citizenship. Every person who is or is deemed to be a citizen of India under any of the foregoing provisions of this part shall, subject to the provisions of any law that may be made by Parliament, continue to be such citizen. Article 10 makes it clear that any citizen who has acquired his citizenship shall be a citizen of India unless Parliament passes a law which does not recognize him as a citizen anymore. Article 11 talks about Parliament to regulate the right of citizenship by law. Nothing in the following provision of this part shall derogate from the power of Parliament to make any provision with respect to acquisition and termination of citizenship and all other matters relating to the citizenship. Article 11 says that Parliament shall have the power to make any provision on all matters related to citizenship, be it acquisition or termination of citizenship, or any other matters relating to the citizenship. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, or recommendations, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.